Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Vincent Piselé. I'm from Switzerland. And first of all, I want to start with saying how incredibly honored I feel for this invite today to be present here at the Legacy Circle. Before I start the demonstration or the pitch, I also noticed something really magical today. I'm a founding member of the Medici, the New Age Medici in Europe. And earlier today, it was mentioned, the relationship towards Medici, and I sense a high level of Medici spirit here. Yeah. So I think that's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. Yeah? At the same time, I would actually speak in the name of the founder of our Medici. Maybe he doesn't like it, but I'm doing it anyway. To maybe look at what Medici in Europe are doing, and also in America, and look at alignments with what you are doing, because it could enlarge the network. It could enlarge the potential of everything we're doing. Okay? So that's before I come to my point. FootSnap. What's FootSnap? With FootSnap, we created technology that turns every smartphone on the planet into a sub-millimeter and volumetric accurate scanner. Yeah? Meaning, from a consumer perspective, let's say you're buying shoes online, they never fit. Yeah? Because every shoe is different and there's no second pair of identical feet. Not even your feet are identical. Yeah? Your left foot might be a little wider, a little longer, and so on. Yeah? Okay. So, as an athlete myself in my young years, I experienced that, for example, the retention system of the helmet wasn't really performing. The shoulder pads I wore were sometimes in the way of throwing a football. The shoes I wore were either too wide or too narrow, limiting always the performance of the athlete. Yeah? So in my professional life afterwards, for 25 years, I did a boring job. I scanned feet, yeah. Which actually learned me the importance of your feet, but also how to scan feet properly. And that gave me the idea of bringing this to a new level, a new dimension, where we bring this technology in a smartphone, so it's user-friendly, it's super easy to do, and everybody can do it themselves. Yeah? Now, what does this offer? It offers that you as a consumer can scan your feet at home and use this to buy shoes. That's just one thing. Now, the way we built this technology is we do not only capture metrical data, we also capture, as you see, all the biometrical data of your feet. And this is where it becomes, again, interesting, because now that same scan you used for buying shoes can also be used for a doctor to look at your feet. Okay? And this goes really far. December 12th, our technology was introduced to in King's College in London, whereas the doctors there are all doctors that are in the field of diabetics. And they saw that our technology actually enables them to early detect comorbidities such as diabetics. All of this can be seen on a scan that has full color. Yeah? So the range of what we created and the range of applications is very much limitless. So, unleashing the power of feet diversity through smartphones. Yeah? With the smartphone, either a professional or an individual can scan their feet, as I said. sorry, I sometimes have to think. I'm not native English, so I also have to translate a bit. Yeah. So with a one-time scanning of your feet, you have many potential applications from just buying shoes online all the way to not only medical treatments, but even to replicate lost limbs. Yeah. So this is, of course, a totally new thing, but it's empowered by your smartphone. Yeah. Yeah. Then in regards to harnessing the health, yeah, we scan feet for now, but we also can scan you entirely with our smartphone, meaning we can create an identical or digital twin of you as an individual, all the way down to the pore level. Yeah? Meaning that, A, we can use this for logistics, such as clothing. Yeah? We can use it to monitor your health. And as I said earlier, we can also use this in a bad situation where you go get an injury and you lose a limb. We actually now have the data of your body to recreate the lost limb as it would be a real limb. Yeah. Yeah. Another advantage is that through this technology, we can actually start monitoring the health. So for athletes, for example, if you have your body scanned at a certain point in time and you do repetitive scans, you actually see how an athlete, for example, is growing physically. Yeah? But you also can detect if an athlete, for example, is not always or is actually going to a phase where he might get injuries because of the way he treats his body. Yeah? Also here, in cases of rehabilitation, I'll give you a practical example. In Belgium, in Ghent, there's now a project, yeah? And this project, their orthopedic doctors actually scan the feet of the patients that need to get surgery. After surgery, they scan the feet again to see the difference between before and after. And from that point in time, normally, a patient should go and visit the doctor every 2-3 weeks to see how things evolve. Yeah? With our technology, it's now possible to stay at home, don't spend time on traveling, going to the doctor back and forward. You scan your feet at home every 2 weeks. The doctor sees what's going on in regards of rehabilitation and healing of the surgery. And if something pops up that's an alarm, then the doctor can still call you to his office. If not, you do your rehabilitation at home. So as mentioned before, we can do full body scans as well. Yeah? And here the advantage is really everything we do with feet, you can now pretty much scale to the rest of the body. Yeah? The full body scans are not automated, that's why the quality is not superb. But when we do high definition renderings of a 30-second scan, we literally have detail all the way up to the pores. Within the process of growing this startup, we actually also are creating an alliance of other tech companies that are doing complementary things for people, their feet, and athletes to perform. Yeah? For example, we work together with Lupo. Lupo is an American-based company. They make insoles that actually monitor the performance of the athlete and his physical condition during sports. Yeah? So within this alliance, we are together not only creating a full package of services. At the same time, we have a tremendous outreach to many companies that we normally individually would not connect to. Yeah, as an example of dedicated people on our side, so both in the US and in Europe, we already have a couple agents and ambassadors. Yeah, some faces you may recognize. Yeah, I think you know this guy. No, Michael Irvin. Yeah. Yeah, and then 2 days ago, that's why the deck changed. I did a different presentation at Davos, and well, I'm proud to say that we won the Innovation Award because of what we're doing is completely new, of course. Yeah? Thank you. A bit about the business model. So, with the potential of the revenues that we are unrolling into the market now, so we have different models. We have scan to match, scan to measure, scan to monitor, and scan to insure. The scan to insure is something I didn't touch upon before because that's something that's not yet in the market. But we know that by scanning bodies, we can also actually create insurance products. And this is very interesting, both for the individual and or the company they work for or the sports team they work for, because you're actually monitoring the whole time, and this can help in many cases that otherwise would have no data. Yeah, traction. This year, we unroll our technology into 2,000 orthopedic shops in Europe through our client Podartis. They are the world leader in diabetic footwear, and they need, of course, a trustable technology to enable also their services. Yeah. At the same time, Atom, which is the largest shoe cutlery machinery producer in the world, they also have the most used 3D CAD software in the shoe industry. They have 16 sales offices worldwide, and all of their sales offices will start selling our products to all the brands, the Nikes, and so on. Mm-hmm. Our team, this is already the third team, I think, in 7 years of time, because as a startup, you go through ups and downs, more downs than ups, yeah? But at the end, you find the right people, and then you have a dedicated, strong team that actually makes the dream work, yeah? In regards to competition, today there is nothing out there that is actually even close to what we're doing. In a way, it makes sense. It's not to brag, but it makes sense because there are so many different elements needed, and they are crucial. And if one of them is missing, you don't have access to it, you're not going to solve the equation. Yeah. This is Dr. Burato, who actually stood on stage with me in Davos. And what's interesting here, have a drink. Dr. Burato introduced us to the medical world, and he actually came with some shocking numbers in regards to the potential of our technology in relation to simply diabetics, obesity, and other comorbidities. Yeah? And to me, it was shocking. I learned from him that, for example, every 20 seconds, here it says minutes, but in reality, this is a typo. Every 20 seconds in America, a foot is amputated due to diabetics. Yeah? So, again, stating that our technology is going to help a lot of people. Why? Because if you start scanning your feet early stage, and we monitor this, then as soon as you start showing signs of diabetics, first at your feet, that's where it starts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We actually can, or the doctor you are seeing, he can actually early stage take precautions to actually help you with your disease. Yeah. Yeah. Something else that's also important, elderly falls. So how can we help with elderly falls? Well, this is all about the gait analysis. Yeah? Elderly people, when they become less mobile, the more stable their shoes have to become. Yeah? And people don't always take that into account. And why is this very important? You see the numbers, yeah? Elderlies that fall, 40% never regains their autonomy. Yeah? But what's even more scary is that between 20 and 30% of them die within 12 months after they had a critical fall. Yeah? So by using our technology for good and helping people actually prevent certain things, we can help. We can prevent so much problems. Yeah? So that's it.